I want to welcome anybody else new besides Kathy and Chrissy. And that's it, right? Where's your daughter?
Oh, she's out in the library.
Well, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Today, many of you already know, today is the waxing crescent moon. I've been waiting. Lost some of you, but some of you lose a few plants when it turned cold all of a sudden. Yeah, but that's okay. I just put more in. So we'll see how that goes. We have flower pots that raise your hand. Flower pots. So during break, Connor will help get the flower pots. We'll have those for a giveaway. And then there's more of these. Um, so if you want, so those will come in also during our break. I need to mention anything else right now. You know, blah blah blah. We'll talk about all that later. I want to get to Danielle. I don't have a big intro for Danielle. She's very modest. All I can say is she's my chiropractor. She's my chiropractor. And I've been broken down, beat up for years and years and years. And I've gone to gazillions of chiropractors. And I swear, I was really honest. Never had the results as I had. I loved her so much, so I asked her just ultimately, did she ever consider coming and talking to us? And this is injury season. I've already gotten some. You know, the yanking of the wheelbarrow out and the not bending correctly sort of stuff. So I really am so grateful that you're here today to save us during the beginning of the season. So thank you.
Thank you. I had an agenda. I set it down somewhere.
We're all kind of loosey-goosey.
There, is that it? There it is. Thank you very much.
Yes. Did you make that blouse? So now I'm going to turn it towards you. Did you make that blouse? No. Did you get this blouse? Yeah. My sister. Oh my goodness, it's like I can tell when you button it. It like probably lines up. It's together. Yeah. Whoever made that? Oh, it'd be she'll fix that.
Okay.
You can begin.
All right. My name is Danielle Miller. I'm a chiropractor here in Cottonwood. And I'm not here to drum up business. I am I'm pretty busy and I have a waiting list for new patients. So I'm here to help you. I would like to just go around the room and just tell me what I can help you with. I have an agenda, but I want to know, like, what are you looking for as far as injury prevention? What are the types of injuries that you're finding that you're having as you're gardening? My goal is to help you do the things that you love, which for this group it's gardening. But I want to help you be able to do it with less pain and injury so that you can continue to do it for a long time. So is there anybody here that would like to tell me about what I can help you with?
So I have a raised bed that I have to take out of a small greenhouse because the mulberry trees roots went into it. So I'm getting the soil out, which is all dry, but it's hard to get the shovel in there and get it into the wheelbarrow to take it out. And anyway, the shoveling thing is hard for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
I just have problems with my sciatica and I want to get my body back. I had a back surgery a couple of years ago and I'm trying to go back to semi-normal. And I was going to go to get a steroid shot, but I don't want to do that. So maybe I can work some
a line.
Sure. Did you have
I
something?
just always have a sore neck and sore lower back from weeding and leaning over. I even have a little cart I sit on and lean over. Just the leaning, I guess.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes.
I guess I'd like to know about like warm-ups, before you start, what you should do afterwards. When I don't do that, I'm a mess. And just the basics of, I brought those tools, the correct way of doing it, so it's just not an expected injury, because it's going to be.
All right. Anybody else? Don't be shy. You're all here for a reason. All right. I'm videoing this, and I have a YouTube channel. And my business cards are up here, and we're going to be breaking this up into sections and putting it onto my YouTube channel so that you can reference it later, because I'm going to go through a whole lot of information with you, a whole lot of different exercises and different positions that you can work on in the garden. And if you go to my website that's on my business card, there is a little YouTube icon that you can click. It will take you to my YouTube channel, and you can watch the videos and reference them. Now, if there's anybody here who does not want to be videoed, it's pointing at me right now, but if anybody just doesn't want to be videoed, raise your hand and we'll make sure that we're not putting the video anywhere near you. Is there anybody here who does not want to be videoed? Okay, perfect.
I kind of do.
Okay, so no, you're fine. We'll just make sure that if, as Chrissy's taking pictures or taking any short videos, you won't be in them. Is there anybody else? It's okay. You too? Okay, so just stay away from those two. All right. So I would like you to look at gardening as a workout. I want you to approach it like I'm going to be doing something fairly strenuous, and I need to prepare for that. So whenever I work out, I stretch first. And I don't just do like a couple of stretches. I go through an entire stretching routine that incorporates my whole body, and it's more of a dynamic type of a stretch. So I would like everybody to stand up and just get some space so that we can all go through a stretching routine and get ourselves warmed up for the garden. So we're going to start with our neck. And you might not have the best neck mobility. I don't want you to try to push too hard. We're just going to warm up our necks. We're just going to turn and turn the other way. And we're going to do this a couple of times. And as you do a couple of these, you're going to notice that you can go a little farther each time. It feels a little bit looser. And now we're going to look down. And we're going to look up. And same thing, just a couple times. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Oh, I'm so crunchy. I don't know if you can hear me. And then we're going to go forwards and go backwards if you were going forward. And now we're just going to take one arm and we're going to go around forward. And then we're going to go backwards. And then we're going to do the other side, forward. And we're going to go backwards. Now we're going to take our arms out and we're just going to open. If you're having trouble standing, you're welcome to do these seated too. Now we're just going to open and close. We use our hands a lot in gardening, and you want to get them nice and warmed up.
Are we supposed to breathe?
Yeah, you probably want to do that. Breathing's kind of important. Now we're going to flex our wrists, and we're going to turn in and out. When I first started doing this one, it felt terrible. This is in that book that you gave me. And I was like, this feels awful. But now that I've been doing it for a little while, it feels much better. But this is really going to help get your shoulders nice and warm. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? All right, we're gonna nice and easy, get a nice wide stance. You can bend your knees a little if you need to. We're just gonna go forward and then come up, and we're gonna go just backwards just a little bit and forward and come up and go backward. And one more. And backward. Now we're going to stretch over to one side. Yeah, try not to hit the person beside you. And we're going to go the other way. If any of this hurts, don't go as far. Don't do it. My rule is if it hurts, don't do it. And that goes with everything in life. Now we're going to take a nice wide stance. You're going to put one leg back. You're going to try to bring your heel up of the back foot, and we're just going to push. You're going to squeeze the butt cheek of the leg that's back, and you should feel a stretch through here. Everybody feeling that? You're getting a little cramp? You're feeling it in your calf? Okay, bring your shoulders back a little farther, and you should feel it more here. Is that better? Okay, now let's do the other side. Now we're going to do this side again. And we're going to add a rotation. And then we're going to bring the other leg back, and we're going to do a rotation. All right. Now we're going to bring our one leg forward with our toe up in the air, and we're going to come down and up like we're picking something up off the ground. Like something that's very light, like a cloud. And let's do the other side. Yeah, hold on to a chair, do whatever you need to do. All right. Now this is a good balance exercise, and this is going to show you how well your balance is doing. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead. You're just going to stand on one foot and make circles with the other one and loosen up those ankles. It helps to, that's fine. We're going to go in one direction, then we're going to go in the other direction. And it helps if you find a place on the floor to look at too, and just focus on that. And let's do the other side. Just make some circles. Now we're going to come up on our toes and back on our heels. Ugh, my balance is pretty terrible too. You might want to hold on to something for this one, but this is going to help loosen up the ankles. All right, is everybody feeling pretty loose? feel like you're ready to garden? All right, you can have a seat now. Just wanted to take you through that warm up. So if you don't want to reference the YouTube channel and you just want to warm up, just start with the top and work your way down to the bottom and work your muscles up so that you're ready to go. But I feel like it's a really good idea to warm up before you start gardening. You're going to be pulling things, you're going to be pushing things, you're going to be doing all these things. And if you're not warm, there's more chance for injury. So we have some tools here, and I don't even know what some of them are, but so shoveling is something that you can really jack yourself up with. I'm from northern New York, where it snows about 8 months out of the year, and so I used to see a lot of shoveling injuries from shoveling snow, obviously. So the key to being able to shovel well is to have strong legs. So before I talk about shoveling, I want to talk about leg strengthening exercises that you can do at home. And I'm just going to steal this chair. And you guys can do this with me too. So I'm going to show you this way. So, sorry, I'm tearing the place apart. This way. All right. So I'm going to show you what a squat looks like, and you're going to be like, no way, I can't do that. So this is a good way to strengthen the legs, and this is what a squat looks like. So you can hear me, I'm kind of crunchy. And that's probably not going to be available for everybody in the room. So I'm going to show you how to strengthen your legs and be able to do a squat to make your legs stronger so that shoveling doesn't hurt you as bad. So you're going to sit in your chair. You're going to sit close to the front. I'm going to have you do this with me. You're going to put your weight through your heels. Sometimes it helps to just bring your toes up if you can, just to remember not to put your weight through your toes. You're going to put your weight through your heels. You're going to lean forward a little bit and stand up. And if you need to use the chair for help, that's fine. And then you're going to do the same thing, weight through the heels. You're going to stick your butt way back. It's going to feel kind of funny, but you're going to stick your butt way back and sit down. And we're going to do that again. So this is a way to squat without hurting your knees, and it's going to help improve the strength through your legs so that you have less injuries while you're shoveling and raking and doing those things. So now that I went over that, I'm going to show you how to shovel. Oh, that's all right. So my rule of thumb when shoveling is regardless of how you're shoveling, you want to try to do it on both sides, because that way you're not straining one side. And as a chiropractor, I see a lot of imbalances in the body, and that's what throws a lot of people off. So when you have one side that's stronger or tighter than the other side, you're going to have an imbalance, and that's going to throw off your pelvis, and then that's going to translate all the way up into your low back, into your mid back, and into your neck. So it's going to feel super weird if you're not used to shoveling on your left side, if you're used to just using your right side. But try to, it will, over time, it will feel more natural, but it's going to be a lot slower. So just plan on a little extra time in the garden. So when you're shoveling, you want to have a nice stance, and that's why it's important to have that strength through the legs. So you want to have a nice wide stance, and you want to use your legs along with your arms while you're digging. And I'm not gonna just shove this into the floor, but we're gonna pretend. So you're gonna push and you're gonna use your legs while you're doing it. And that way you're not just using your arms. Your legs are so much stronger than your arms. So use them. And if you're like getting into roots and stuff and it's like really, really tough, you're probably gonna wanna get in there first and loosen it up like with like a trowel or something, a rake, yeah. So so anyway, that's proper shoveling technique. You want to make sure you're using your legs too. 3 shovels in a row. All right, I'm better on this side. So there we go. And raking is going to be the same way. You're going to want to get a nice stance and you're going to want to use your legs to come back and forth. And it's a great leg workout too. So you're going to find that you might be a little sore after you start to do this the right way, but you're going to be sore in your entire body instead of just your arms or just your shoulders or whatever you've been using too much of. So you're going to use your legs to help you. I don't know what this is. What is it?
So typically what they do, I got a guy on my yard right now doing it, but he goes like this and tries to get under the roots of the weeds and the grass and stuff. And it scrapes him like just under the soil, but he's like going like this.
Okay.
But you also go back and forth.
So you want to do this with it, and it loosens the roots of the weeds.
Yeah, it gets him out of the ground.
Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, I like that.
It's better than getting a hand trowel.
Yeah. Oh, see, I'm learning something too. So with this one, I would do the same thing with the legs, because doing this, it's going to really burn your arms out really quickly. So I would also use the legs in this one and switch sides. And as you can see, my left side isn't nearly as good as my right. Now with this guy, this is where your legs are really going to come in, because you don't want to be doing this with this. You're going to want to, and do you do this? Yeah. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure you're using both feet. Yeah. And that's going to feel super weird too. But you want to make sure that you're getting in here, and then you're going to really use your legs and pull it out of the ground. And same thing on this side, you're going to use your legs and pull it out. So
I use that. I have a large compost bin. It's like a garbage bin, and I use that to dig in. And of course, I'm going from up. It's this tall, so I'm taking that up like this and like digging in and trying to turn the soil in. Yeah, yeah.
I would suggest you use a different tool. Can you lower your bin?
Well, I could take that bin apart and then find another way to do my compost.
Yeah.
Stool, maybe? Can you get a stool?
Oh, I'd be really unbalanced if I did that. Standing on a stool.
Yeah.
No, because the bin is like this big round.
It's like a 55-gallon drum.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm trying to turn the soil in the compost that's in there.
Could you tilt it and tilt it and turn it? And then
Well,
pick it up?
yeah, it's pretty heavy right now.
Well, is it a metal one?
No, it's one of those plastic garbage barrels with holes drilled in the side, and then it has a lid to cover it. And I just throw in grass clippings and manure and pine needles and all this stuff. And I haven't even been able to turn at the bottom because I can't get down there.
Can you roll it or
That's
something
what I
like
was
that?
thinking.
Well, I'd have to push it over
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
shovel it
Turn
all
it.
up.
Oh, you can just turn it.
Well, no, it'll come out of the bottom.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't have a bottom.
Oh, it doesn't have a bottom.
Yeah.
One thing I've tried, and they make what they call soil auger, and Home Depot has them for $20. Got this, 2 or 3, and just hook it to a cordless drill, and it'll drill down and pull it out.
You got some suggestions here. Do they make these with a shorter handle? This is it.
That's usually it, yeah.
All right. Well, you might want to find somebody who's handy and cut it off and put the handle down lower so that you can get, so that you're not way up here getting into. So if you were like down lower, but I think that auger sounds really good. I think that might be the answer for you. If you've got a cordless drill.
Is that auger heavy or do you know?
No, it's not heavy.
I might even have one.
So I want to talk about when you are either working on your raised beds or your regular garden that's on the ground. I personally think that it would be beneficial to go to Home Depot if you don't already have these and get some of those knee pads that construction people wear so that you can kneel down in the garden. Yes.
Well, what I would add to that, because I always have, my knees have to be careful. I have just a little foam pad,
Mm-hmm.
and it's that way you don't have to have it, around your knee and
Yes.
tiny stuff, and then when you need it, you just grab that pad.
Yes.
And that works great. I have one for the house.
Awesome. Yeah, a pad, anything that you can do so that you're not putting your knees straight on the ground. Everything in Arizona is sharp and hard, and it doesn't take long to hurt. So if you can get down on your knees, I think that that's probably the best way to garden. And getting up is the issue after that, right? so I'm going to show you a way to get up that might be helpful, because once you've been down here for a while, I know how it feels. Your legs are like jelly and they might be a little sore. So a way to get up that I like is to bring one leg up, put your hands on the ground, put your weight through the front leg, and stand up. And this is something that you can do when you're not in the garden to help strengthen your legs too. So the same thing, you want to do it on the other side. Put your hands on the ground, and then if you have like a stool or something that you have out in the garden, put your hands on the stool. That'll be a little easier, and push yourself up. So I'm not going to have everybody do that right now, but another thing, if you're having a tough time on your knees, you have sore knees, you have sensitive knees, you can always, it might not be all that feasible, but you can sit. You can sit down and you can do your work, and you can kind of move yourself around. You can sit on a pad, you can sit on a towel or something to help, but getting up is also the issue when you're sitting. So my husband and I own a jiu-jitsu gym, and this is called a technical get up, and this is how we get up off the ground, and this is a really good way to get up. If you ever get shoved to the ground and somebody's attacking you, but that's another story. But a good way to get up is you put one hand on the ground, you have the opposite knee bent, you put your weight through the foot and the hand, and you can bring the other hand over, bring the leg, and come up.
Do it again.
All right, other side. So the weight, you're going to bend one leg, the opposite hand is on the ground. You're gonna lift, you can put the other hand on the ground. You're gonna lift your butt up, put your hand on the ground, bring it around, and stand up. Without the, oh, I'm losing my name tag. Without the other hand, this is what it's supposed to look like. I'm just gonna do it fast, but that's what it looks like when you do it with jiu-jitsu. I'm not asking you to do it that way, but I had a woman who came in. She works on the train, and she has to do inventory in a very short refrigerator because she's a bartender on the train. And she's like, I sit on the floor and I can't get up. And so I taught her that way to get up, and she's been great ever since. And you might have, a bad wrist on one side, or you might have a bad knee on the other side. Just do the side that works. You don't have to do it on both sides, but that's a great way to get up off the ground. So yes.
She's probably doing that while the train's going.
It's good for her balance and her bone density. Yes.
And you said this, but I just wanted to review the physical therapist did a class on falling and how to get up. And she said the best way to be prepared for that situation is to get on the ground and get up every day a few times, and that'll strengthen all the appropriate muscles.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea to do that. I have so many patients that refuse to get on the ground because they don't think that they can get up. And a lot of good exercise routines require getting on the ground. But if you want to practice and you don't want to get on the ground, do it on your bed. Practice these moves on your bed first, so that way you don't have to get up off the ground. And then once you get stronger and more stable, then you can start doing it on the floor. But I'm just all about getting your body strong, be able to do the things that you want to do. And if you do fall on the ground, be able to get up. Does anybody have any questions so far? All right, we're going to go through. So we have conceivably finished our gardening, and now we need to stretch, because stretching after a workout is just as important as warming up for the workout. So everybody, actually just stay right where you are. We're going to do some seated stretches first. And then an Epsom salt bath after. If you're going to do an Epsom salts bath, add a tablespoon of baking soda. And that's a catalyst. It's going to help the magnesium get into your cells a little bit better. So we're sitting with our iced tea, our water, whatever we've got after we're done gardening. Make sure that you stay hydrated while you're gardening. It's very important. You don't want to get dehydrated. When you become dehydrated, your muscles will spasm, and muscle spasms hurt. And that's what brings a lot of people into my office, is because they're just not drinking enough water. So divide your body weight in half. That's how many fluid ounces you should be drinking every day, and that's a baseline. If you're out sweating a lot, you need more water than that. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to do a simple stretch for our butt muscles right now. You're just going to cross one leg over. You're going to push down on your knee. And if that feels like enough of a stretch for you, that's your stretch. If you want a little more, lean forward. You should feel that right in your butt. And then let's do the other side. All these stretches you want to hold up to 1 minute. It doesn't have to be a full minute, but try to keep it equal on both sides.
One side is not as flexible as the other.
Yeah, that's true. That's the way it is.
It's so simple, and it's so, you can feel it everywhere. It's such a simple one. Wow.
Now we're going to stretch our back. The back gets real tight and sore when you garden. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to bring them to the insides of your ankles, and you're going to look through your legs to the back of the room. Can everybody feel this stretch through their back? And then you can come over to one side. And then over to the other side. Then come on up. I'm going to show you a stretch for your pecs. I'm not going to have you do it because it requires a doorway. So I'm going to come over to this doorway over here. So you're going to do a 90-degree angle at your armpit and a 90-degree angle at your elbow. And you're going to put your elbow behind the door casing. You're going to step forward with the same leg, and you're going to turn your body away. And then you're going to come up a little. You're going to do it again. Bless you. And then you're going to come up and you're going to do it again. Your pecs are huge. Every time you move your arm, you're stretching different fibers. I'm going to do it over here so that you can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's all right. So 90 degrees, step forward, turn, and come up, and come up. So that's a nice stretch for your pecs. Our pecs get tight. Everything we do is in front of us, and we don't tend to stretch this, and that's how we get this posture. And we don't want that posture. We want nice open posture. So while you're seated, we can stretch your shoulders too. We're just going to bring one arm across. And the other side. And we're going to grab a wrist and come on over to one side. And the other side. Now we're going to stretch our triceps. So we're going to bring this behind our head and we're push down. If you're having a tough time getting your arm back there, just grab your wrist and bring it over. And the other side. Now we're going to stand up. I'm going to stretch our quads. We're going to be using our quads, our quadriceps a lot in the garden. So you can hold on to your chair if you want, if you need to move it sideways or whatever. You're probably... So if you can, you're going to grab your ankle and you're going to bring your heel to your bottom. If that's tough for you, you can put your leg on your chair, but you're going to have to squat. No, that probably won't work. You're going to have to squat down into it. That will work, but I think it's a little more strenuous than the other one. So, and then let's do the other side. Give your other quadricep a nice stretch. And then we're going to bring one leg out with our toe lifted. And we're just going to stretch down over that straight leg. And that's going to stretch your hamstrings. And let's do the other side. And we're going to go back to a similar stretch that we did in the beginning. You're going to bring one leg back with your heel lifted. You're going to make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Now you're going to squeeze the butt cheek of the leg that's back, and you should feel a stretch here. If you're not feeling a stretch here, you need to reset until you get a stretch here. Then you're going to take that same arm of the leg that's back, and you're going to go over. And this is a hip flexor stretch, and you're really going to need this stretch after gardening. You're going to use your hip flexors a lot. And I see a lot of tight hip flexors in my office, and it causes a lot of back pain. These muscles start in your spine, and they come through your body and attach in the front. That's why we have to do this complex stretch to stretch them. Let's do the other side. So the leg that's back, the heel's lifted. That's okay. Put your right foot down on the ground, Joyce. Put your right foot down on the ground, and then lift the heel of your back foot. There you go. All right, have a seat again, and we're going to stretch our necks. You're going to sit on your hand with your palm up. Doesn't matter which side you do. And then you're going to bring the other hand just above your ear, and you're gently going to pull to the side just till you feel a stretch. Now you're going to bring your chin down a little bit. You should really feel that one. And now you're going to bring your chin a little bit more forward, and you should feel that one too. Let's do the other side. Fingertips above the ear gently till you feel a stretch. Come forward a little. And one more time, a little bit more forward. Now we're going to take both hands, fingertips behind the head, and gently bring the chin down just till you feel a stretch. There, you are nicely stretched out. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I might be able to answer?
You have a list of these stretches?
I do not. You will be able to reference them on the YouTube channel.
That's on one of these cards.
My website is on my business cards, and so you just go to the website, and then there's a YouTube icon. You just click on it, and it'll take you to the page. And there's going to be other stretches on there too. You're welcome to reference any of them. And then I do want to briefly talk about our laser lounge. Since I'm here, I might as well drum up business for that business. So the laser it's light therapy. You deal with plants on a daily basis. You understand photosynthesis. Well, this is our body's way of utilizing something similar to photosynthesis. Our bodies make energy in our cells through the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of every cell. This laser, we have red, green, and violet. They penetrate very deep to the cellular level, and they help heal your cells, make them healthy, and help heal your body. So the laser helps with pretty much every system in the body. We have a lot of patients that will come in before and after surgery. Just had a lady come in. She had major shoulder surgery, and within 2 weeks, she was out of her brace and had almost full range of motion. They told her it was going to take 6 months. So not everybody's going to have that response, but that one's like the best one so far. But we can heal a broken bone in half the time with our lasers. It just penetrates right through the cast. It helps with pain. It helps with neurodegeneration. It can help, might even make you a little smarter. So there are some cards here. This business is inside our jiu-jitsu gym. My husband's name is Shadrach, and he runs the lasers, and he's awesome. And if you go in there, you'll really enjoy talking with him. He will talk your ear off. Somebody gave a review and said if the laser business doesn't work out, he could be a life coach. so if anything, he can give you some good conversation. But anyway, I'd like to offer anybody in here, if you'd like to come in for a free laser session, just call my number on the business card here, or call this number on here, and we'd like to get you in for a free laser session to check it out. And it's right beside Safeway. Yep. Our jiu-jitsu gym is called Combat Club. So just when you make the call, you're either going to talk to me or Chrissy, and just tell them that you're from the Garden Club and that you'd like to come in for a free laser session.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Why don't we take our break now? We wanted to talk to Danielle a little bit or each other, and then we'll come back.